Oh my god. They're doing it again, guys. They uploaded another ad. Intel just couldn't have enough. They uploaded a series of anti-Mac, anti-Apple Silicon ads about a year ago, and they haven't had enough. They've come back again for more. They took a beating. They were not very well received, those ads, but they can't stop. They just uploaded another video. It's called Breaking the Spell, a social experiment by Intel. It's over 4 minutes long. I have not yet watched it, but I saw this thing popping up on my Twitter feed. I saw some people saying how cringe it was, and I figured we should probably just watch it together, because I think that would be the most fun. This is 4 minutes, so that's going to be a bit of a nightmare to edit into a short and cohesive video for you guys, but let's jump into it. So to catch you up real quick, if you haven't seen my previous videos from earlier this year and the end of last year criticizing Intel and Microsoft's campaigns that targeted the iPad and the Mac, they basically fall into a very hilarious and cringy category, which is we're gonna pick some really dumb niche features and we're gonna try to claim that our product is universally better, even though we don't have any actual argument or content in these advertisements. If you haven't seen my previous videos, there's a pop-up on the top of the screen on one of those corners, I don't know which one, and I'll also link a playlist in the description down below. So let's hop in and watch what Intel has for us today. Okay, so not subtle. Coming right out of the gate by saying Apple fans are sheep.
Hi there. How are you?
Good, you?
I'm great, thank you. I'm Kevin. I'm going to be your moderator today. Are you a big Apple fan?
I am.
Yeah, all Apple.
Apple.
I'm an Apple girl in the Apple world.
I am 100% loyal to Apple.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. I can already see where this is going. Oh, this is so awkward and really embarrassing. Oh, Intel, why would you stoop to this level? Okay, so I've already figured out what they're gonna do in this ad. They're gonna show a bunch of like PC things that are like cool and tell the people that Apple is the one that did them. And then they'll say, oh wow, that's so cool, Apple is cool. And then they'll say, haha, no you stupid idiot. This is Intel stuff. You're dumb. You like a bad company. Intel revenue 2020. So Intel made $78 billion last year, and their idea for an ad campaign is, hey, what if we got some random strangers and embarrassed them? That would make us look good.
So I'd love to have the freedom to customize.
That'd be amazing if you could.
I hate that you can't add more RAM after you make the wrong decision and get the computer.
Once you're committed to that thing, there's no easy way in to change that out.
Well, I want to show you something regarding customization then. Yes, please.
Okay, so the first shot was quite honestly a fair blow to make. Now, obviously, they're doing it in a weird way because it feels like they're picking on people, which is not a good look for a multi-billion-dollar company, but that is totally valid. You know, the fact that Apple doesn't offer any options for upgradability outside of course, the very expensive Mac Pro, that's a fair shot to make. But the way that they're making it just doesn't quite sit right. Oh my god, here we go again with gaming. Folks, when is it gonna click that people aren't buying a Mac because they want the game?
Wow. Hey, that's a big number. What if you could play all of these games effortlessly on one device?
That would be amazing.
Oh, I'd be stoked.
My kids would be ecstatic.
Well, I recognize a bunch of those games that definitely can't be played on my computer, so.
It's another gotcha moment because here's the deal. The majority of people that buy Macs simply are not interested in gaming. I mean, I'm sitting right in front of my iMac Pro, which has a Vega 64, 18-core Intel Xeon, and 128 gigabytes of RAM. this thing is very capable of gaming when I install Boot Camp, but I uninstalled Boot Camp because I simply wasn't using it for that purpose.
A touchscreen.
Touchscreen.
Touchscreen would be great.
Oh, touchscreen. Here we go again. Basically, this is like the same exact content from the previous ads, but now they've done it in a slightly different way.
I think you'll enjoy this. Let me know if you see what's happening here.
Wow.
This is a screen.
Right.
This is another screen.
Stop
They're
it.
both 4K touchscreen displays. You like that idea?
Yeah, I like that idea.
I love this guy who's like, yeah, I guess.
I'm gonna show you something, if that's okay.
Okay.
Be right back. This is a 2-in-1 laptop,
That's awesome.
but it also functions as a tablet.
First of all, love it. Very convenient.
That kind of eliminates the need of an iPad.
It actually folds all the way back. I don't
It
want
folds
to.
all the way back. Go for it.
My computer would probably snap if I tried that.
If I had this option, I don't know if I could put it down.
Okay, are these actual Apple fans or are these actors? Like, they definitely cherry-picked this at the very least, because these people seem very effusive of absolutely everything that this guy says. It's like, oh man, I've been shackled by Apple. They won't let me do anything. Oh, beans, I sure wish that I could fold my computer around and have big screens everywhere. It's like, do you actually think that, or are you, sitting in a room full of cameras with a guy alone just talking to you saying like, hey, wouldn't you like this? And you're gonna be like, yes, sure, that looks really cool. But at the end of the day, if you really wanted those features, then wouldn't you have looked for them? If that was something that was important to you, obviously they exist, right? That's their whole point of the ad campaign, is that these are things that exist that you can buy. And it makes you wonder if people would have bought them if that was important.
What if I told you that everything we've been talking about today is available now?
Where do I sign up?
But this was not Apple. That is a PC powered by Intel.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Can they really be that surprised? Is this really that much of a revelation? I mean, they look like fairly normal laptops. I'm pretty sure that was a Lenovo. Like, yeah, I get that these aren't tech people, but maybe that's part of the reason why they chose Apple. Maybe they chose Apple because Apple makes itself appealing to people who don't know a lot about tech. A lot of the people that buy an iPhone or a Mac buy it because it's kind of a default choice. Now, Intel argues that that's brainwashing, but I would argue that that's good user experience. Maybe people haven't thought about the need for a laptop that folds over on itself because the MacBook that they just bought does everything they want it to do, and they literally just can't even think of anything else that they would want in that experience. But no, in Intel's eyes, it's you're being brainwashed and you're being shackled by big bad Apple man. Ugh.
Whoa! Is this real life right now?
What?
Wow.
That is the device you were just holding.
Wow.
These are already out.
These are all already out.
Really?
Mind blown.
That's beautiful. It looks like a piece of artwork.
You're showing a guy who clearly has no idea that this is a gaming PC, a water-cooled, RGB lit, total gamer PC, and he says it looks like a piece of artwork. Right, because that's the target audience for that particular multi-$1,000 computer. Like, what is the purpose of this ad? Showing people who don't really know or care that much about tech stuff that they don't have but could, but they chose already not to have it. Like, this is so weird and cringy, and they're really playing it off like, oh wow, look at these stupid idiots. They didn't know anything about these computers. They already existed, but they took the big bad Apple man.
Oh, you guys have to sign me up. I brought my debit card.
I would say there's a lot more options than with Mac.
I would say there's a lot more options than with Mac. Yeah, because Apple's one company. And there's like 8 billion PC manufacturers. Like, of course there's more options. That's not even a selling point.
I am surprised, yeah. Everything I know, I'm gonna have to upgrade what I know in my mind.
I'll tell you how I feel. I want it. Can I have this one?
I wonder if any of those people's minds would have been swayed when they found out that they couldn't use iMessage on that computer, or that handoff no longer worked, or that their focus modes didn't sync across devices, or that they don't have AirDrop, or that they don't have all of the default Apple apps that they have all of their stuff loaded into, like notes and reminders. I wonder how that affected any of their decisions. Yeah, here's the deal, folks. When people are ingrained in the Apple ecosystem, you can agree with them or not, but it's hard to get out of. Now, yeah, you could make the argument that Apple tries to trap you. You could make the argument that Apple is casting some mysterious evil spell over you, or you could make the argument that they just want things to be kinda easy, kinda simple, and not really all that flashy. Yeah, sure, you can get some wild and wacky PC laptops, but the reason that a lot of people stay in the Apple ecosystem is because it just does the things that they want it to do. And obviously, there are exceptions to that. There are bugs. There are certain features whose default behaviors I absolutely hate. Like, for example, AirPods automatic device switching, which always pisses me off. But even despite those things, I keep coming back to the Apple ecosystem because it is just a simple experience, and it's what I've been using for a long time, despite the fact that it's not great to game on, despite the fact that it doesn't have 2 touch screens or fold in half or whatever. I frankly don't care about those features. That's why I made the decision to purchase the product that I did. And honestly, the biggest thing that stands out to me is that you'll notice that this is an ad by Intel, but they're basically advertising all of the manufacturers of their different computers. This has nothing to do with Intel at all, because they know that they simply don't stack up against what Apple has to offer in terms of performance, in terms of battery life, in terms of thermal management. The M1 chip absolutely cremates every other Intel chip. Actually, it doesn't have to cremate. They do it themselves because they run so hot. Apple just has a better product right now when you're talking about the processor, so that's why Intel has to go to these weird lengths to try to make these obscure comparisons. It just doesn't hit right. So I'm very curious to know what you guys think about this ad. Was it cringy? Did they have some fair points? Let me know in the comments section below. And as usual, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my other videos talking about previous Intel and Microsoft anti-Apple ads. And with that, I will see you guys in the next video.